And you can also do it without the tires, of course. But I think getting the tires is just gonna make it all go a bit faster. And there's only 3 vehicles, 2 of which are scouts, and 1 of them is a off-road. So in total we'll have 3 scouts and an off-road vehicle, so that is 2,000 times 3, 5,000 times 1, it's 11,000 that we need. And I think 2 missions to unlock these scouts already gives off that money. So buying the tires and the snorkel, I have the feeling still within our budget. That's a bit of time wasted. But yeah, these DLC regions, they're not even that difficult. And some are gonna be a bit longer. Tamir is gonna be a bit longer. But this one is easy. that wasn't a good idea. Oh wait. Direction. Find it. Probably already found it. There we go. So that'll be $5,000 to recover. Go get the burlap. Because the burlap and the Neo Falcon are both behind a mission. And these DLC regions, they pay so much bloody money that this is basically the same as doing it on normal mode. It's just that if you use hard mode, then starting the game is just a click of a button. And then everybody has the same starting points. And you can just get going. But I can understand people who are not really versed in the game, cannot handle hard modes, cannot wrap their head around it. But hard mode is the only real way to play this game. Normal mode is just so nothingness, you know. Because you don't have to think. And I can imagine if a few rules are already too much to handle, then yeah, hard mode must be an impossibility. But the fact that you don't have to pay for anything on hard mode, it's just so weak, you know? Free repairs, free recovery, like it's not even fun. It's not even fun. But yeah, it's just a shame. But hard mode is great, you know. At least then you have to really think about it. Use your brain. You know, if you have one, then hard mode is pretty cool. Because then you can puzzle a little bit more about which upgrades to pick up to get money if you need some money, which tasks to do that you can do pretty fast without really wasting time. And then you still have the option, you know, Like, am I gonna pick up this upgrade or am I gonna pick up that upgrade? Which one is faster? Am I gonna do only one task, or am I gonna do a task that opens up a shorter route? Like, what is faster then? And that is the puzzle, you know, and that makes it fun. Something that a speedrun should be. Speedrun should be fun. And not arbitrary. Not, just because somebody, or just because every other bloody game has certain categories, doesn't mean that all of a sudden everything has to be the same, you know? I really don't like it when people think that everything has to follow the same everything. Like, a bit of originality is always really cool as well. I think. But I can also understand that people who are ego tripping, trying to use a speedrun scene or a game to try and make themselves look great, to be the best, and to be famous, just to stroke their ego. I can imagine somebody else comes along with a nice idea, and all of a sudden it's a threat to their own image within the scene. And so, of course, do as much effort as possible to try and hide the fact that there are other people as well that play the game and that can come up with cool ideas. I don't know. Because you always have that. People who only use SRC and a speedrun scene for self-promotion and self-aggrandizing, instead of trying to make it so that things are fun, because that's what speedrunning is actually supposed to be about. Wait, 4,000, so that's already 2 scouts. Of course, this can all be so much faster. But it's just a proof of concept. I'm not here to make it so that all of a sudden it's immediately an unbeatable world record. I'm just trying to make something that could be enjoyable to people, especially for a game that has the most awful fucking categories and that has the deadest speedrun scene. While it is one of the greatest games ever made. But I understand that if people go to speedrun.com and they see this horrible list of categories, of course nobody is gonna really think like, oh, let me try speedrunning this game. Of course not. And I think it's very easy to do something about it. I'm trying to do something about it. But I can also imagine that that would mean that credit would go to somebody else. And I have the feeling that there's people that want to have all the credit for themselves. They're the one that want to be looked up to. As if they're some kind of speedrun master. But yeah, it's just a game. We're just trying to have some fun. And if it's not about fun, if it's only about ego and about who gets the credit for what, then it's a really sad time we live in. Telephone. Don't use your telephone when driving, guys. Remember, it ain't such a smart idea. Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road. But yeah, I mean, I already knew this region wasn't gonna take very long, because in my own Scouts only playthrough, I've already done this region. And I mean, like I say, even with the stock Chevy, it was possible to save the Burlack. And the Burlack can do anything, you know? Really, the Burlack is such an OP scout. It's probably the best scout in the game. I know, there's a lot of people that will claim that the Tuz 420 Tatarin is the best scout in the game. But the Tatarin can't do anything, you know? It cannot do anything. The Burlack can do everything. It keeps going, just like the Tatarin. But it can also go through a river without drowning. It can do work. It can do crane. It can do delivery. It can do low scout and truck hitches. Like, it can do anything. Let's go get ourselves a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. Wait, let's do it like this. Chevy. Of course, this could have been done in customize. All the tires. Install. Sell. The snort. Uninstall. Sell. Okay. We're back to the amount of money we had to begin with. That's pretty funny. We have enough money to recover the Voron AE after this. So all we need is like 3,700 or 3,650 from the Neo Falcon mission. And then we can recover the 2 scouts also. And then it's finished, you know, so it looks like this is like a half an hour to get all the vehicles retained and in your truck storage on hard mode in Scandinavia. But probably also on normal mode, you know, because here you're making the money anyway. So hard mode and normal mode would be the same. It's just that, like I say, hard mode is for real players. And normal mode just has this stupid tutorial. Even though there's settings I heard that you can turn that off, hard mode has it turned off already. So then it's less complicated for people to understand. You just have to click the hard mode button. That's it. It's not too difficult to understand. No, but as you can see, it just grinds my gears, you know? It just grinds my gears. Trying to make something, trying to put effort into something, coming up with something, and then just noticing that people are, or there's some people who are having a hard time relinquishing the credits that they think that they deserve or something. I don't know. Maybe the people just want to be seen as the Snowrunner person. I don't know. I'd give credit where credit is due if necessary. But alright. Was it this first one? No, it's the second one. It's the second one. And this thing is kind of busted. But we should be fine. But okay, if we don't make enough money to be able to recover the 2 scouts, then we're going to recover the Voron first, because it has a crane on it that we can sell. And that crane will give us 2,500, 2,650, something like that. I don't know exactly how much it's going to be. Okay, we'll see now. $1,800. All right. So maybe we do first recover the Voron AE, sell the crane. And then that's about it. But see, me now sitting here and puzzling that out real quickly in my head about the crane, about the amount of money that we need to be able to do this. That simple puzzle makes it already so much more interesting than to just do it on normal mode, where recovery is for free. So you don't have to think. And I can understand. I mean, I can understand. It is a very easy world if all you do is do what everybody else does and just do everything so simplistically so that every simple person can understand. But you know, I think it is that most people that do speedrunning already have a little bit of capacity up here, and they would be able to understand. They'd be able to get it. They would read rules and they would think, oh yeah, no, I get it. I get the point. Makes sense, you know? But I mean, it could be that there are people who do not have the capacity. I understand that. It could be that there are people that want to have everything be so simple and that don't want to have to think and that just want to copy paste what everybody else does. But yeah, I don't see that as a reason to not try out something new. And like I say, nothing personal. It's just, it grinds my gears sometimes. And don't worry, I know that there are gonna be runners. I know people are gonna find this more interesting than the all-region speedruns that take you hours and then it just looks like you're playing the game. Nothing fun about it. Okay, so we didn't manage the sub 30. Although I think if we were to do multiple attempts, we would easily get sub 30. But hey, maybe it's also cool to leave that up to other runners. Alright, $1,600. After this, we do the Voron AE first. Okay, come on. Voron AE. Enter. Cover. customize, and then have the crane uninstall cell. Have 5,000 bucks. It's just enough. G. By the lake. Erlek. Recover. Retain. By the lake. Neo Falcon. Oh, we need a load remover. That would be cool. Recover. Accept. Retain. There you go. 33 minutes. That's not too long. Not too difficult. Like I say, I mean, if we were to make it optimized, it'd probably be a sub 30. I think that should be possible. But there you go. That is all the vehicles. Wait, where's my Chevy? Well, forgot. But hey, you get the idea. You get the idea. I forgot to click retain on this thing. But there you go. That is all the vehicles. The one that I used, plus the 3 from the region. Thank you for watching.